Finding yourselves. Oh, the phone. Cool. Finding yourselves at the in the basement dwelling of the Voctor house with Lady Voctor leaving and going upstairs in almost a drowse and what Gregor has given you in terms of information. You stand in the dark together, Hoa regaining her medal. How do you proceed?
They're kind
Okay.
of like just
Oh.
taking. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
You started first, so just go ahead.
Okay. I know we have a lot of things to do, but we learned a lot just now. I want to make sure my family doesn't leave now. So I don't. And then we could leave to Mordecaining, maybe.
And Bennett, what about the Burgomaster? What exactly did the two of you discuss?
Shot to place the bones in Voctor's bedroom and try to frame her. We already messed that up. Don't think I ever told him about the massive vampires, so he isn't looking forward to a full-on attack. The problem is the bones are still gone. If anything, if he knew what they did,
Oh,
my head's probably gonna be on a stepping stone.
well, at least the vampire doesn't exactly matter. As I'm just like scratching the back of my head.
As you're doing this, you hear just kind of a sound as the wall just kind of resurfaces itself and locks in place.
All right. So, how, from what Cricket told us, that Burgomaster needs to stay in charge, or whatever the case. So, and we know that we need to stop Pilgrim's half a family from heading over to the swamps at night.
Right. Uh, and looking at the time, what time is it? That being through the stopwatch, pocket watch.
You know that's 5:30 in the afternoon or evening.
And seeing that, we have 30 minutes, so we should probably hurry this along.
All right, fine. Then what are we saying to the Burgomaster?
If he's even willing to listen, I have to think of something. We already know the bones are gone, so he's definitely gonna be on a tirade.
Well, hmm, well, going
Wait,
to. Well, we know they were. Well, wait.
what?
Where did he go? His Pilgrim's grandfather. All I know is that they said he had them and disappeared. Does it just look to the around my casters?
He went through some door. Uh, I believe he's traversing through the plains. I'm not sure which, but he isn't here. Um,
So we know that.
where is Akeva and Yamaz? I know they went to alert the guards, but
That'd be a problem. Well, Well, before we take the time to discuss something, we should go find them first.
Right. You said that there was a loud banging, correct?
Nope, I said that there was a shifting when the wall closed on itself.
Oh, over here. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. Gotcha.
Walking over to what's left of Wolfram, I'm just gonna take one of the flasks from my bag and try to, I guess, funnel it in the best I can.
Okay. You you have Wolfram's remains. Uh,
I'm doing
I
a quick
guess
look around, and
go
where's
ahead.
Khan?
Up at the
Uh,
stairs.
yeah, he went upstairs over here. Seemed quiet. We should probably go check on him. Seemed well, a bit too quiet than normal. Uh, Helwa, you're okay, right?
Hell was just kind of staring silently. I'm fine. Ah.
Uh, well, you shouldn't worry about whatever that was. It was magics beyond your control.
You just see her walk off. So, do you head out
Also,
into the town?
I was just putting a hand on Khan's shoulder. Are you all right?
Please don't touch me. Just, um, just get your hands off of me.
So kind of just lifting my hand off his shoulder. What happened?
Just
What
kind of
was that?
looking Lucy in the eyes. Well, I'm just pointing at myself. I imagine my clothing. Can you describe the state of my clothing? Is it is there any blood on the clothing, stuff like that? I would imagine so.
Yeah, the uh fairly still kind of wet blood with kind of holes. Your clothing is just very filled with holes and just stab wounds.
Just kind of looking at Lucian. Well, what does it look like, Lucian? What do you think happened? Honestly, I don't feel like talking about it. And I know this whole thing with Barovia and people lacking souls, but honestly, I don't think I have one anymore.
About half sick of this place. As I just walk up the stairs.
Does everyone exit? Okay. So heading back out of the Wachter house, into what seems to be the oncoming evening, you note just kind of a crowd appearing as it begins to slowly start raining. First a drizzle, then it just kind of opens up and you just see pouring now. Oops. Oops. Don't mind me, I'm just fucking everything. There we go. Anyway, uh, as night begins to fall upon Barovia, let's see. Kind of just standing outside. Actually, let's see. For Akeva and Yames, were you still at the Burgomaster's Manor, or were you heading back?
We were heading back. Yeah.
Okay. So in the interest of some time, I'm gonna have you meet up at the town crossroads here. Reuniting with Akeva and Yamez, you all note that uh, just from the movement of the party, it seems that Helwa and Khan are slightly slower than the rest of you, but nonetheless, you all make it together. Uh, Meeting back up and noting the guards kind of shifting and slowly moving from the south, or I'm sorry, from the southern watch points moving down towards the town square, and a group of people just kind of coming to and fro, running out of the rain, trying to get inside places. You stand in the middle of uh, the street with water falling on you. What do you do?
The party's
Just
reunited,
looking over.
right?
Oh.
I'm
What do
sure
you
I
ask?
muted.
Oh.
Is the party
Yeah, I'm
reunited?
sorry. The party is reunited. Yeah.
So what happened with your end?
So, good news and bad news.
Please drop the shit.
Which one do you want to hear first?
Drop it.
My, we were in a bad mood. You get enough sleep last night?
Just throw us the bad news first.
Oh, so Burgermeister's kind of mad at all of us. Something about he wants Bennett back dead or alive.
We are also to return the head of Lady Voctor, which clearly isn't going to happen, seeing as you guys are currently here without Lady Voctor.
Also, he may or may not know that Togram's family kind of was a part of the whole cult thing, or at the very least, the old guy, don't remember his
Wait,
name.
what?
Yeah, you heard me, your family. Anyways, you might want to fix that. Uh, so yeah, good news though. Okay, I forgot the good news. You remember it?
Uh, our lives have been temporarily spared. We
Ah,
just
yeah,
have
that's
to kill Lady Voctor. We are also not to leave Valaki, or we will be hunted and killed brutally. And some dude had a message for Tilgrim.
Oh, that's right. It was
Sir
Sir Elms.
Elmsworth?
Yeah, that's it.
If I
Wait,
remember correctly, he said, what did he say?
Uh, wait, do you actually not remember it because I have it written down.
I kind of like only remember half. Something about climbing.
Give me a sec. My notes out.
climbing? What?
Oh, that's right. He said, Pilgrim. Don't forget what he said. I assume you know what he said because he kind of
Well,
told us to tell you that.
yes, he wants me to visit one of the towers, the one to the north or south. Wait, he wants to go there like soon?
I
He
mean,
said going
oh,
there would solve your problems.
look, we're just messengers in this case. We don't really know much other than what we told you.
Right.
So we got from Gregor that, well, the biggest concern for the burgomasters, well, the safety of the town, and I may have something to, well, convince them to let us. I'm not sure though whether or not he'll trust us.
It's out the window at this point.
Oh, yes, that reminds me. How is the Hound doing? As this kind of points to Calm.
You keep your mouth shut or I'll slit your throat where you stand. You understand me?
My, you're also mad. Something tells me you probably want to work on that.
Cut the shit. We've all had it rough.
That
We should.
reminds me, why did you guys let Lady Voctor go?
Let? More like we couldn't stop her.
That's wrong.
Fair point.
We also learned, well, it would probably be a bit more. It would be better for us to put our minds elsewhere. Could we walk while we talk? We
Sure.
don't have a lot of time. And as I say, look into my pocket watch.
Where to?
Fine, to where?
For now, we should probably head towards the type house. We only have a couple of minutes left to stop them. I think it'd probably be prudent to, warn them before they go to march to their deaths.
Speaking of stop and death, wasn't there something else we had to do? With the hanging, I think?
Pretty much goes into the burgomaster situation.
And if we manage to convince him, then that'll nip that in the bud.
So the party sets off to where?
The
Dive house.
As you
And I guess
quickly pardon?
and I guess like along the way, I just kind of turned to Bennett. Well, while I was out from pushing the cart, did you guys happen to take anything off me?
Flying boots, some of the documents to the town, and that was about it.
You,
Hell, at
you,
least they weren't stolen.
you see Khan just kind of unfastening the boots, walking barefoot. He just hands them to Lucien, not saying a word.
And I'll just take them back.
Just kind of heading down the road, passing the groups of people still trying to get out of the rain. They massive guards in front of the Dipe House, about 16 in total, 8 on one side and the other, just kind of looking at the road and guarding it. As you kind of approach, you note the guards just kind of looking at you. What do you do? As one of the as you approach, one of the guards goes, "Who goes there?"
Just citizens get out the rain. What's happening?
Well, citizen, the Dipe House is under investigation. The burgomaster himself is inside questioning people to the whereabouts of an artifact that he needs. What business do you have here?
We're just passing. We're just passing by.
He says, "Off with you then. This area is closed."
Tactical nuke incoming!
I guess we walk past. And as soon as
I guess we're like whenever we're out of the eye or earshot of the guards.
yeah,
Well, why don't we try the potion shop?
yeah, that might work.
As I go to Yamas and Akeva, what exactly did you say when the burgomaster questioned you?
Are we out of earshot at least? Of the cards.
You've moved out of the way.
I'm like staring at both of you like super hard right now, waiting for your answer.
So yeah, we're doing this while like walking over to the like pretty much towards the potion shop.
Just speaking in Elven. Hey, do you guys speak this?
I'll just respond in Elvish next to him. Yes.
I say, well, of course, and turn over to Tilgrim.
I'm still staring, clearly focused on what you're saying.
That didn't answer the question, but okay. So when we got questioned, I believe it was Isaac. He asked where the bones were. May or may have not let it slip that Pilgrim's grandpa took them, and well, you can kind of see the outcome of that.
You
And you didn't elaborate at all?
We tried to, but we're getting interrogated by Isaac and the Burgomaster. You kind of see where we are in that situation.
I guess you should have
But
chosen
did
your
you at
words more
least say the grandfather was a
Yeah.
cultist who abandoned his family?
We got the cultist part true. Whether or not they actually cared about that is a different question.
But did you say the man abandoned his family?
Yeah, I'm keeper. I actually don't remember or not. Like out of character, I actually don't remember.
I'm going to be the death of my family. Oh. Oh no.
As you arrive at the potion shop, the rain doesn't seem to be letting up. Crossing through the town square, you note a crowd gathering for tonight's festivities. You could see banners of the burgomasters speaking tonight everywhere. They're handing out flyers as you manage to just get slapped with one. You note that this is the ending of the Festival of the Blazing Sun, and tonight they'll burn all the or they'll burn all the pyres together in the center. Noting the potion shop, as you approach, you don't note any lights coming from it. It seems strangely dull and dim. You note trying to open the door, it's locked, and there's a small sign that says closed in written in or etched from wood.
Is there a
And
window?
There are windows, yeah.
Looking through it, do I see any movement or?
You don't see any movement now.
Oh, we just missed them. They probably gathered at the dive house. What do I
and right now they're
do?
probably all being interrogated. They don't know what. And I guess like moving away, like seeing as we're like at least away from the crowd in front of the potion shop, and like kind of like leaning on the wall. All right, so here's what I've got. We already know that the burgomaster, at least to him, the most important thing to him is the safety of the town, right? As I just look around the party.
would be the case.
All right, so, and we know the bones, they did something or created some kind of barrier to keep whatever was outside. Keep, well, stay outside.
Right.
And we do know two people. Well, from what you when you first explained after talking with them, he has some means of telling if someone's lying. So we do know both a powerful cleric, the abbot, and a powerful wizard in Mordenkainen, who may or may have something they could manage with keeping things out of the town. That could be something we could tell him. And in the meantime, say I'd draft something to reinforce the walls.
I don't.
And if he did kill us, it he wouldn't solve the problem, nor would he get any closer to solving finding the. And seeing as, well, you said he hopped through planes or whatever. As I'm just scratching my head, almost in confusion. Whatever the case may be, Mordenkainen may know something about that, based on what McGregor told us. So, in telling him that we are planning on heading to Mordenkainen to discuss this situation and likely get those bones back, as we don't want them in the hands. None of that would be lying. It may mean something if all of it is truthful. Then again, if he killed us, there's nothing to gain, plenty to lose.
It's one thing to reason with the man in power, but when that guy's ticked off, it's a whole nother. And besides, I'm pretty sure him, from Isaac's story, already knows Mordenkainen to be a mad mage. Whether or not he believe us about Mordenkainen actually switching to our side is pretty much going to be the difficult thing.
Well, could avoid dropping his name, but well, that's the best I've got to convince him.
Kinda just like cutting them off for a second, I turn towards Tilgrim and I ask, Tilgrim, why didn't you let the guards know that you're a dype? It could have gotten you into the house and you could have figured out what was going on.
But if they did know, they'd keep her locked in the house. She'd instantly become a suspect.
And aren't there guards after us?
Not yet. They don't know that we haven't killed Lady Voctor. All they know right now
said
is
we
that
should be there and killing her, or somehow.
yes. So if anything, you could use this as an opportunity to figure out what the Burgermeister is planning, or at least a way to stall him. And you can get in contact with your family and let them know about Perez.
But if she got into the house, she wouldn't be able to get out.
I'm pretty certain we could figure out a way to get her out.
Not without ending up a level higher on the wanted list.
I think I have an idea, though I'm not sure if she's willing to talk to me. My cousin Lorcan, she's able to somehow be in two places at once. Maybe I can talk through her to my family, maybe. But she's at the Wagner house where we just left at.
And kind of like looking over to like the from the, can we see like the festivities going on over at the stockyard from where we are? Mr. J.
You note that it seems that the crowd's kind of like leaving due to the rain. They're throwing massive tarps over Victavio's wagons. He has 4 situated in the center there. You recall one holding a tiger in it from before. As you don't note Victavio there, but you see guards just kind of moving things out of the way and people slowly starting to head north towards the town square.
Well, that's what I've got in terms of trying to convince the man. But again, I'm not sure what to do about either the Dipe House, Blinsky, or
Do you think you'd be able to send a message? With the bird, I mean.
I could try. I would need a moment though. I could try. I would need to write a letter. Looking up, and back down. I can't do it in this rain though. Is there any shelter around?
You don't note any real shelter outside of the shops that seem to be all closed at this point. There's a few tarps in the stockyard that you can hide under or wait out the rain, but there's no buildings that seem open at this moment.
I could do it there, but I don't know if how it's what I'm doing is kind of public, a bit.
Looking, I guess, around the potion shop, is there like any alleyway that we could reasonably, like, I guess, stay out of the public eye? Or is out of the way?
You're in a mainly residential area, so there's not many people there in general. Around the potion shop, there's no alleyway as the buildings are pretty spread out. There is the grassy knoll area next to the stockyard where the warehouses are. That's the closest to a private or alleyway you'll get.
Best place we got is over by the warehouses. Probably most privacy you'll get out here. Unless we're gonna go all the way back to the inn, and that may bite some time.
I could try it. All right. We still need to go there regardless, but I could try. I guess I start heading
And
towards.
I guess like as we start walking, and about the burgomaster. Well, what if we just told him everything about the cults and all of it? Would there really be a downside to that?
Well, the chance of him killing us and handling it himself is most likely going to be the biggest concern. Like I said, we're already starting off with a foot in the grave. The main concern is if any of it's worded wrong, there goes our heads. Imagine if we matched the words better, we'd probably get a lot
I
farther.
still think we should just chance it and have Tilgrim head over to the Dipes. I feel like that might work in our favor and faster.
While this is happening, Khan just putting his ears against the door. Can I, or do I note any? I know that the potion shops is closed, but can I hear any sounds of whispering or just slight movement that could indicate someone is inside hiding, as Khan has noted from before?
You don't hear any noise or any movement from within the shop.
Alright, I'll just slowly catch up to the party then.
And you said we were heading towards the inn?
The grassy plains toward near the stockyard.
It was towards the warehouses to the north of the stockyard, I think. I'm not sure if that's exactly where they are, but
Yeah, near the tarp area, where there's a tarp coming from the rain.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just pointing in like 4 separate directions here. Hold on.
Oh, also in the meantime, Khan, could you trade me back the item?
Sure. How do you trade exactly?
Like a scale next to the item.
Okay.
Yeah, under the tarp. I'll just.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. I got it. I'm sending it now.
I'll begin casting Find Familiar. As I do so, small, light plume of smoke begins to forming Thaumiel. Let me go ahead and use a spell slot. Actually, it's a ritual.
Okay.
Okay, so you're casting it as a ritual?
Yeah. I don't have it prepared, so.
So you note that as you do so, as time passes, the square is now empty, and the lights have gone out around where you are, as more and more people head towards the town square.
Go ahead.
Looking at the crowd near the town square, from what I can see, you describe just the tire? Do I note anyone that the party has encountered, specifically who's in attendance or who's just crowding around the town square?
You're nowhere near the. You wouldn't be
Oh,
able
sorry,
to
I wouldn't
tell.
notice. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a crowd of people at this point.
And I suppose while Tobin casts the spell, I just put the boots back on.
With the spell complete, and taking out my book under the tarp and conjuring just a quill, which should be I know what I'm saying to my family, but is there anything else like? Should we use this as an opportunity to pass some things along to the burgomaster who's there, or no? Just
I mean,
I'll just start writing
well,
if you have an
well,
idea.
we may have a solution to keep the town safe.
That's all.
Well, stranger as it is, I'd rather speak to him in person. It'd at least be more sincere that way.
This can backfire really easily. In front of Blinsky's store. Have him meet us there.
Hmm?
In front of Blinsky's old shop. Before he got arrested. We have to...
Oh boy.
That was... okay. We have to talk to him. We have to talk to him before he gives the big speech. So, if there's even a chance he'll run into the letter, then... I'll see if I can talk to him in front of Blinsky's shop.
Who was the burgomaster?
Who else?
I mean, if that's the case, then once again,
And
shouldn't we just go to the Dipe house since he's already there?
I suppose you can include that in your letter, Tilgrim.
I'll send it by bird. I probably have to be in front of the shop alone if I want to get a good chance to talk to him. Full offense or not, this group isn't really the best when it comes to choosing words in the moment.
I guess at that I'll begin writing the letter. Two, in fact, the first written towards the Dipe house, Dipe family, basically warning, telling them that they can't leave now. If they still plan on leaving towards Perez, that they can't. In that Doty's warning was true, but especially so for at the time that they were leaving at dusk. Uh, Reason being that there's a witch, and when they arrive, it will be the witching hour, which would just mean their death. There's no way around that. And telling them that they should leave if they still plan on going, they should leave in the morning.
Crazy question for you.
Hmm?
How would your familiar be delivering this letter?
I'm writing in a piece of paper, and then as I just roll it up, I'll just have it in its, what do you call it? The talons, and it'll just drop it there.
Drop it where?
In either one. Okay. In either one of the opened windows, or well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. As I'm writing this, I'm realizing that with the number of guards there, most likely the bird will just be destroyed. looking up, slowly coming to a stop in writing this letter. Wait,
Is
I don't.
something the matter?
I just realized something. How? Yes, Dominic will deliver this letter, but how will he get past the guards,
Well,
or even
I,
inside?
I just kind of look up. Well, have to bank on an open window. I'm pretty sure it'd be easy to get past the guards. He's a flying small bird.
Then all we're really hoping for is open window. Then,
Looking up to the sky, what color are the clouds exactly?
They're pretty much black at the light level.
and how heavy is it raining?
It's not that bad. It's not as heavy as it was earlier. It's a lot more than a drizzle, but it's not pouring anymore.
But it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Shift Damiel's color. He's a white crow, but if you change into a black and have him flying at a good altitude, it'll be harder for the guards to spot him. It won't be as easy to see. Might buy him more time to find an opening and throw it in.
What if there are no openings because it's raining?
Well,
She
it's better
raises
than
a
that.
fair point. I mean, I could still try it, but
Or, once more, I'm gonna suggest this once more.
Yes,
You
sending
walk
Pilgrim straight into
into
the
the
dive house in the midst of danger. Yes.
Yes, because it would give her a chance to commune with anyone she needs to. Will she be questioned? Yes, but all she has to do is answer honestly and not in a way that'll incriminate her or anyone else.
Okay, Kava, slight issue with that plan.
Yes.
Now, when Pilgrim, let's just say she does, excuse me, let's just say she does get done asking the questions, right?
Yes.
How do you intend for her to get out?
There's like 8 of us. We could cause a distraction.
Now,
When the burgomaster is out for our necks?
yeah, that sounds like a death wish waiting to happen.
Just don't let him see you.
Now,
Doesn't
Kava,
go
now,
on.
Kava,
How about we just send the letter first? We can consider that after.
I'm with the Gunny
How
Boy on
long
this
does
one.
it take for a letter to return?
2 to 3 days,
Well,
depending
well,
on who receives it.
well, Pilgrim, you can monitor Thamiel's position as we go, and if something does go awry, you.
um, as I'm listening to a kid, she has a point though. Like I get it. Thamiel can slip it through an open window, but you have to hope there's an open window. If there's not, and it's raining, the chances are it's not open. We're just standing in the rain.
It's still worth giving a try. And then, if you want to take the chance to walk into the house, you can.
With the first
But
plan,
I
what worst
suppose in
case
the
scenario?
end, it's your family, so the choice is on you. And Bennett, you said you'd meet the burgomaster alone, right?
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you'll probably be around a corner. If you won't listen to me,
Uh,
then
I don't.
with that,
Uh,
what does the party decide? What does Pilgrim want to do? Because
So do you want to send the bird first, or you want to just walk on up there?
Looking towards the cave. I know we just met, but okay, we'll give your plan a shot. I don't think there's gonna be an open window, especially with how neurotic Rosalind is.
Well, if you believe it's the best course of action.
Don't just wish me luck, I guess.
Best of
Uh,
luck to you.
I guess
Then
after that we'll start heading towards the Dipe House.
I suppose
Um,
as we get
okay.
to around this corner, and Bennett, you said your plan was to meet with the, and to be clear, Tom Square is here, right? Hmm? Just being sure.
Yeah, the town square is right here.
All right. So I said to Bennett, you said you planned to meet him alone.
Yeah. Right now, I think I'm probably one of the few who could try to word this. Let's see if I can try to figure something out. Worst case
And just kind
scenario.
of looking.
Worst case
Sorry, go
scenario.
ahead.
Worst case scenario. I'm caught up and you guys go.
Couldn't I just come with you?
Let's be honest, clown. You couldn't word your way out of a plastic bag.
Why do I have to word my way again?
Because we're gonna be
I'm there
talking.
for backup,
We're gonna be
just in case something goes wrong.
We're gonna be talking to the burgomaster. If something goes wrong, we need someone who can actually talk, not who can get themselves into more trouble.
Oh, then go on alone.
And
Then.
just kind of hesitantly looking over towards the square. I want to station near the square. If things do go south, and let's say all goes poorly, and the burgomaster comes to, well, execute everyone on the rafters, I I can't leave Blinsky. And as I am disguised, it's not like they immediately draw a connection between, well, all of us.
Oh, probably not.
And
Looking,
with that, and what? As he turns to Khan, like I was pretty much gonna split off right here, and I stop at Khan starts, huh?
this wasn't in character. Just looking, Khan looks
Oh,
up
then
towards the sky. Um, so just noting the atmosphere. It's not really pouring as heavy, and it's nighttime, or the sun has set. Correct, or the clouds have darkened the area. Correct.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
I'll pass along Domio to Lucian. Watch him for me while I go talk to my well. Just watch him. He'll know if I'm in danger or if something happens to me.
no, all right. As I just start just heading towards the square.
So, who's with Lucian's party?
Yeah, I'll go with them.
I
It's
guess
I'll go with them.
Lucian.
Here, I'll-
Dolls go.
Okay, so it's just Lucian.
So Lucian, Kester, and Yamas, based off of what I heard.
Okay, so
And, so
Lucian,
I
Kester,
guess,
Yamas.
and I guess like as we're about to split, I kind of like stopped him to explain. Well, you see, my plan if things go poorly is I'm gonna snatch Blinsky right off the Raptors and fly and try to make an escape. And well, are you two fine with that plan? If such a thing does come to pass,
Oh yeah, no problem.
Well, I don't see issue with it.
as
Uh,
well as long as you two can
what?
make an escape.
Well, how sure you were doing this?
Well, that's only if. Well, I guess theatrics. If the burgomaster comes with the intent of execution, I'm likely jumping up there in the midst of all of it, and I'll fly to the south over the wall, and I'll likely be heading to Kretsk after. It'll be a trip, but I'm not leaving Blinsky.
I get you.
And in the mean, anyone got any of you anything of healing? If it does come to that, there's no denying I'll be shot at.
Well, uh, how good are you right now? I could heal you, but be forewarned, I'm kind of running out of slots for today.
Hmm. Well, I suppose I should be fine. And again, Burgomaster's a wizard. I
As this going on, you see Yama take out his violin as he just starts playing a nice little tune. Oh, do not let the gun boy get shot down. Or hung, whichever one happens first, as I cast Bardic Inspiration on him.
and just feeling a bit more almost resolute in thinking about my plan. You know, I think I've got this. And I just kind of like walk into the crowd, just almost as someone celebrating, just trying to fit in.
As this is happening, you just see Yama's take out just a disguise disguise gimp, like put a mask over his face, and you see like when the costume has like put a robe over him.
Okay. Going back to Tilgrim's party, you arrive at the Dipe House with the guard still in front. You note the same guard just kind of looks over. Oi, I thought you were just passing through.
Well, I was, but it appears that I have business here.
Hmm. State your
Mm.
business.
Here to see family.
Ah, you are pretty small. Hmm. I take it you're a Dipe then.
Yes.
You note him just kind of bowing to you. Well then, madam, the burgomaster is it's a waiting for you inside. Go on in. Your friends hmm, they'll have to wait out here.
Looking back, who's exactly with us?
Everybody but Yamas, Kester, Khan, and Lucian, I thought.
I'm still with Tilgrim. I know that.
So Akiva, Bennett, and what's left of Wolfram with the
I
And
guess.
Oh,
Jotun
and
as well.
That's here.
Jotun.
Looking towards Bennett,
Oh,
and just kind of is
it doesn't.
and saying like going up toward him and saying in a low tone, I can probably get you in.
No,
Or do you want to do this somewhere else?
I'll do this somewhere else. If you run into the burgomaster and he asks about me, tell him to find me in front of Belinsky's place.
All right.
And please stick to what you should do. We don't need a repeat of the temple.
Right, I'll try to keep a hold of myself. Turning around, you just see me take a deep breath and begin walking towards the doorway.
While that's happening, I'm gonna start walking towards Blinsky's closed toy shop.
I guess I can just start, right?
Sorry, I thought I was muted. As you enter the Dipe House, you note Isaac just kind of opening the door for you. Ah, hello, creature. Come. There's much to discuss, yes? He kind of just ushers you in towards the burgomaster, who's standing around back to you, just kind of talking to your family. As he just kind of speaks to Rosalina, you see her just kind of peek around him and look at you. Tilgrim, what have you done? You note the burgomaster slowly turning. Ah, there he is. Oh, I'm sorry, there she is. Yes, she's the one. Now that this little party is here, uh, he just kind of bows towards you. Your family, your friends told me that they were, well, responsible for stealing the bones of St. Andrew. And, sure enough, I came here to get to the bottom of it myself. And what should I find but your family has been packing up. It seems like they're all leaving tonight. I wonder why.
They don't have anything to do with the bones missing.
You note Rosalina's just kind of looking at you, distraught as the rest of them kind of look on. Caspar just, Tilgrim, what have you done? What does he mean, the bone of Saint Andrew?
We were. It's a lot.
You know Lorcan just kind of standing there looking. The short version's fine. You know the burgomaster just kind
Okay,
of
sorry about that.
nodding. Go ahead.
No. My brother came in the room, being
Yeah, you're
annoying.
good.
We were tasked with. Well, we were tasked with planting the bones in Lady Voctor's possession.
You know the burgomaster just kind of looking at you and then looking back. You could just see him just moving his hand slowly towards you as if to tell you to come to him.
Oh. I guess walking up slowly.
You could just see the burgomaster slowly put his hand directly on your head and just move it back so you looking directly at him as he kind of bends down towards you. You don't have to tell them everything. In fact, keep that part out. What I want to know is which one of these fools has the bones. And what are you all doing? He just kind of stands up and looks around. Now then, you say you were leaving town to find someone. It wouldn't happen to be your grandfather, Helmov, would it? Hmm? Doesn't he have what I need? Tilgrim?
Yes, he has what you need, but they're not looking for him. Well, they're not leaving to look for him. In fact, they don't know where he is at all.
You know the Ludovic just kind of shrugging at the top of the stairs and just yelling down, yeah, screw Grandpa. He's not even in charge anymore. It's Rosalina. You note the burgomaster just kind of slowly turning to Rosalina and looking at her. Is that so? Well, then who are you looking for? And why is it taking all of you to get there? I'm all ears. I have 20 more minutes before I have to make a speech. So make this quick and, well, entertaining at least. You note the burgomaster and the rest of your family just kind of looking at you. You know,
Okay.
Rosalina just kind of shrugging. We're looking for someone you lost, aren't we?
We're looking for Doherty. She's a cousin of mine.
You could see the burgomaster nodding. Aye, aye, yes. Ah, I like that one, Spirited. She made me some ointments a few months ago. You're saying she's missing. Why did no one come to me? She's a valued member of our community, after all. Without her potions, I can't imagine that the people of Valaki will be suddenly feeling better.
Originally, I was supposed to find her, but it didn't. I was still in the process of learning where she went to.
Aye. Next time you speak to me, young girl. Young girl? Young lady. Speak up. Where's the last place you saw her? I can easily dispatch guards to look for her. No citizen of Valaki will ever go missing without me trying, at least.
Uh, Looking up, the last place she was to the. Well, actually, no. The last place I saw her was in the astral plane.
You note your family just kind of in awe, just kind of looking on, noting that Obadiah just kind of shrugged. And when were you going to tell the rest of us that?
I
Exactly.
I said that. I told y'all. You all.
You see Obadiah kind of shrug. This is the first I'm hearing of it. You note Andelv just kind of shrugging. I wasn't here for that either. Rosalina just kind of throws her hands up. Fine. Uh, Burgermaster, we're clearly not getting anywhere with this line of questioning. We're leaving to find our cousin. Our grandfather's involvement in whatever this is that Tilgrim's involved in has nothing to do with the rest of the family. I can assure you, as leader of this clan, that we are up to nothing but well, the happiest smiles for you, sir. You know the burgomaster just kind of looking around. Well then, there's some other matters then. If you're all so, well, if I can count on the word of the head of your household, then I'll give you that fair chance. However, your, say, daughter, Tilgrim here, I have other business with her. So, Tilgrim, where are the others?
About that, Bennett. He said he wanted to speak to you at Blinsky's old shop.
I'm afraid I have no time for that. I'll ask you just clearly here and now, what is being done about our problem?
Well, we're on it. We're actually on our way. We plan on leaving to talk to someone that can fix it. Make sure. Well, it not only will it give us more time, but it might even, well, undo what we did.
See, and in the meantime, how will I defend off the horde? How will I keep the citizens of the city safe, seeing as you're the one who got, well, you turned this mess into a bigger one, more or less.
Uh, the horde, strangely enough, isn't the real problem. It's
I'm sorry, you note the burgomaster peeking of interest as he kind of just looks at you. Oh, go on. What's the real problem?
it's why I came here. Well, it's what I learned beyond. The real problem isn't the horde of vampires coming here. It's well the undead. It's a different problem, one that it's easier to deal with.
You note the burgomaster nodding slowly. Yes, I'm aware of that, child. A horde can be many things. Why no vampire would set foot in Valaki? But zombies and other creatures, the undead scourge would. I'm well aware of the issue, which is why the bones were placed where they were placed. You note the Dipes kind of frantically looking around and whispering to each other as Rosalina just goes, "Wait a minute. The bones are gone? And you think, and you say," she kind of just looks at you, "Tilgrim, grandfather took the bones of St. Andrew from the mausoleum?"
Reluctantly, I nod.
Fine. Then this first real order of business, as the head of the household, she just kind of turns to the burgomaster and the rest of the Dipes. I'm calling this, I'm going into the act of conscription. You note all the Dipes just kind of puzzled as the burgomaster just kind of, conscription? Really? You're enacting conscription? And for what reason?
Do I know what that is?
You note that conscription is a family or a clan's role in Valaki based on their age. They can offer the burgomaster something. Conscription means that every single dipe is now under complete control by the burgomaster. Um, just kind of looking, Rosalina says, "If this idiot over here managed to bungle up that, and my grandfather, being a far greater idiot, decided to do something as dark and twisted as stealing the bones of St. Andrew and kill us all, then you have the Dipes family in any means you need. Any way we can help, we will. We're not going to look for Doherty, at least not now. We have to clean a bigger mess up. We'll send out we'll send out calls to each corner of Valaki. We'll well, we'll serve as guards if you need as well." You note the burgomaster's is kind of seemingly being a bit tickled by this, a strange grin coming over his face. "Well, that's quite the leadership." He kind of just turns to you. "You can learn a thing or two from this one. You seem so weak in comparison. So then, if you have a plan to go strengthen our town, and your entire family is willing to sacrifice their own freedom to ensure that this town is protected, I suppose I have no other choice but to allow this to happen." "I told Bennett, your friend, that if he did what I asked him to, I'd owe him a favor. Consider this the favor. I'll give you the chance to figure out how to make this town secure and safe. But mark my words, Pilgrim, if you do not return here with the power to keep the dark at bay, there will be no more Dipe family to return to." You note your family just listening and hearing a chill running up consecutive spines as they just kind of freeze. As he turns to Rosalina and just kind of nods. "Does this suit you? It is, again, conscription." You know, Rosalie is just kind of looking at you and just staring at you as she just nods and says, "Yep, she's going to come back and she's going to bring everything you asked for. Aren't you, Tilgrim?"
Yes. Yeah. I can't leave Valakai, well, like this.
You know, the burgomaster just kind of patting your shoulder. "Aye, of course you can't. This is your home. This is family. You've done a You've done good for my family in the past, girl. My reckless son, getting him out of my hair is far beyond anything I could imagine. And Isaac has said, well, you're all imbeciles, and I've seen it firsthand now. At the very least, you don't lie. And I can tell if you lie. It's easy to tell. Now then, for assurance reasons, Isaac will be heading off with you. Of course, you don't mind that, as he'll need to keep an eye on you and the rest of those fun-filled party members of yours. Feel free to use him as needed. He doesn't care. Do you, Isaac? You know that Isaac just kind of scratching his chest with his demonic claw. I must pack the dolls. You know the burgomaster nodding. Of course, of course. Take your dolls with you. That's fine. Tilgrim, if any harm comes to my son, well, it's not an eye for an eye with me. It'll be an eye for the entirety of your clan. Do you understand what I'm asking of you?
Yes, nothing will happen.
Lovely. Now then, where do you plan to go?
Well, where we went before, the individual's interests, he's looking to Isaac. He's above the lake in the mountains.
Oh, not that. Oh, not the stupid mage. More than Canaan. Is crazy, but I guess they fixed him. I don't know.
We did. Isn't. Well,
you know the burgomaster. I've heard of more than Canaan in legends. If that wizard's as strong as they say he is, then I'll accept that. See it done, Tilgrim. And, well, you'll get no reward from me, but this town will be eternally grateful, and that will be its own reward. Isaac, ensure that these fools don't do anything strange, and if you see anything they do, well, tell me everything they do. If something surprises you or they beat expectation and are truly the heroes that they clamor to be, then maybe I will have something in terms of a reward for you. Let's see how good this more than Canaan is first. Now then, I have a town square to go to, and a speech to be had. Is there anything else you need from me, Tilgrim? Dipes. You note the Dipe family just kind of shaking and kind of shivering a bit as he just kind of stares at you. Well, anything else I can help you with, if anything at all?
no, that would be all.
He just kind of looks at you. Very well, I'll be off then.
Though,
He stops at the doorway and turns back.
I don't want to misstep, but one of my comrades, he was close with Blinsky.
He just kind of looks at you. Who?
I believe it's one of the individuals being strung up. Well, about to be strung up.
You know Isaac kind of fidgeting with his hands a bit, trying not to speak. Not sure I recall a Blinsky. What does he do exactly?
I believe he's a toy maker.
Ah, the fat one. Yes. Jolly he was. Why was he? You know Isaac just kind of scratching, his face turning slightly annoyed. I don't recall why he was being executed, actually. Isaac, do you know? You know Isaac not saying anything, just kind of sitting there quietly. With the burgomaster still confused, he just kind of sits there. Anyway, what's this Blinsky to you again?
Well, to me, I just know him through one of my comrades. He's rather close with him.
Yes. What does that have to do with anything?
Uh, I was wondering if maybe you could free him. Free him.
Free him. Uh, why, certainly. Do you have the 25,000 gold to cover it?
Sorry for wasting your time.
Well, I am too. Isaac just kind of walking up to you and just kind of whispering to you, I need him alive as well. Hmm. But the burgomaster, uh, he's all law and politics. Do you have anything that would give us leverage? You said your friend's close to him. What does that mean? That's not real information.
I think he's a friend of sorts. I'm not sure.
You keep saying friend. What does that mean? Ah,
They consider each other favorably.
he just kind of looks and puts his head in his palm. Ah, you know, you're pretty dense for a spellcaster. I thought you all had a high intelligence. I'm asking, what does being friends have to do with money or politics? He says that as he walks out. You note as you kind of get led out of the house, and Rosalina just kind of stares at you, saying nothing, and closing the door behind you. Outside, the burgomaster slowly mounts a horse, and as the 16 guards just kind of move directly beside him, and Isaac just kind of stands next to you, the burgomaster just kind of pulling at the reins a bit and looking over and looking back. I don't know where your friends are. There's a few here, but more or less. Here's what I need. I need you to find Mordenkainen. Convince him that this town's wooden gate system is no longer adequate. I'd like something of a magical shell if I can get it, and if I can't, oh, I'll get it somehow. Easily enough, I imagine you just head right up towards the lake and you can be there in not even a day. As for your toy maker friend, I don't know what you and Isaac were discussing, but I'm not in the mood to kill anyone tonight after all this nonsense. My blood's boiling, and the only thing I want to see dead as well, to be frank, your party. So, regardless of who's friends with who, he has a stay of execution until tomorrow. And then, if you don't return, well, I guess everybody will be dead, won't they? Get some rest. Wake up shiny and bright. And be back by 6 p.m. And with that, he just kind of rides away towards the town square. Isaac, I expect you to keep time. Isaac just kind of saluting and then looking at you. Ugh, what have you dragged me into? You know, uh, it'd be easier if you all were more charming or interesting, but you're so boring and droll. Ugh, is there anybody in your party that's interesting? He just kind of sits there.
Well, I'm sure there's some who have a couple of stories to share.
It's sarcasm.
Oh.
He just kind of begins to walk. As you reunite with the rest of the party, what do you do?
They see me, right?
I was hoping they were outside the house. Other than, let's see,
Kester, Yamez, and Lucian. And no, I think Bennett went somewhere, right?
here. Oh, cool! It's his old thingy. Cool. Sorry. So, Jotun and Akeva.
Uh, it doesn't matter. I'll just, I guess, say it again. Uh, we have time. We just have to be back by tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning, unless we want heads to roll.
Great. Let's just recap this. You need to be back at 6 o'clock in the noon p.m.
Oh, in the
not in the
noon.
morning.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
thought you
was
meant
about to
morning.
say, because why would he tell us
Yeah.
to rest if we got to be back by daybreak?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Um,
I heard morning. Sorry, my bad.
That was horrifying.
You did great.
We
See,
Stress.
Togrom,
we
see what happens when you follow the plan and go in yourself.
we definitely need to go over what's to be said in certain situations, and I don't know, like I guess the way words are said, because God, that whole bit with Blinsky being a friend, it hurt to watch. You can say he's
I
an
was more
informant,
I was more
had
so
some
talking.
information, like he could be useful to us. We need to take him with us to help because
Okay, I was talking more about the 6 a.m. thing. I guess that too brought up
You said 6 p.m., not yeah.
anything like, oh, he knows the mage. Just like I don't know.
I
All
didn't
right.
think of this.
So, as I'm just gonna have you head back, you noting your party went to the town square. As you approach the town square, you note the burgomaster is also approaching as well. The crowds are genuinely cheering as you note Isaac just kind of standing there. I need to go. I forgot about my part. And with that, you see Lucien Kester and Yamas.
I guess I just wave. By the way, I put my hood up to cover it from the rain a bit.
Noting this, you note Isaac lighting a fireball in his hand and slamming it into the center of the town. A massive, just wooden effigy of the sun is just sitting there, setting ablaze. It just glows brighter than anything. As people start throwing just different torches at it and into it, you note the burgomaster talking to the guards, and you could see Linsky and two others just kind of taking off taking off the what's that called? The gallows and
gallows.
Yeah.
placed, yeah, there you go, and placed back into a small holding facility out behind it. Noting the window with bars, you can see them just kind of sitting there, just looking at the festivities, um, seeming far more at peace than they had been. With this, the rain doesn't seem to matter too much to the citizens, as dozens and dozens have gathered tightly and packed in just to kind of sing songs and wait for the burgomaster to begin his speech.
Quickly, what do the bars look like they're made of?
It looks like they're just made of a standard iron.
Isaac is away, right?
He's slowly returning to you, trying to push his way through the crowd.
Okay. I guess turning
Like,
to the
did we
both
get
Lucien and
did we get gathered near each other, or just like?
That's up to you if you went to each other. Tilgrim waved to you, so.
I guess having seen Blinsky get down off the rafters, the gallows, I just returned to him. All right, what happened?
noticing you looking towards Blinksy. Oh, well, no one's going to be hung today. Also, uh, if you really want to save him, there's there's a fine, 25,000, I believe. But
I
that
just kind of
isn't.
like raise an eyebrow.
I guess you can buy a life, but I don't believe this is uh what we should be talking about now. We should be planning for tomorrow, which will be a big day for us.
And how long does he have? As I just look over to the cell again.
Oh, Blinksky, tomorrow, I believe that's dusk at 6.
You just kind of see Isaac approaching and moving around as he just kind of stares. This rain is murder. I'm going home. I have to pack some things. Meet me at the north gate immediately. With that, he just kind of walks off towards the burgomaster's manor.
And as he gets out of ear distance, watching him walk away, and Isaac is coming as well. We're going back to the tower above the lake.
Well, at least that seems like it worked out well enough. Telling him about the mage.
It did. We just have to convince him to save the town or create a bubble of sorts.
Well, I suppose as someone who opposes, well, as I just whisper even more, devil. He, he'd at least do something for the town.
You gotta say it again. Sorry.
Oh, I say all this whispering, but well, seeing as he's someone who opposes Strahd's rule, he'd likely do something for it.
Perhaps. It might work out. We would have to ask though. But you might be onto something. The only thing is we have until dusk tomorrow. So another time limit, another clock ticking by. Akeva's here, right?
And looking, and again, just kind of like eyeing the cells from a distance. What kind of lock does it look like?
It just looks like a regular iron padlock.
Like just kind of like this built into the cell, or like
No, it's like
I don't know what a padlock looks like.
it's a you don't know what a padlock looks like?
Nope, I've never actually seen one.
Just
Or I
imagine
have,
the
and I don't know the
iron.
description.
Just imagine the iron lock, the square with the little loop.
Ah,
It's
okay.
a padlock. Yeah, it's just an iron version of that.
Yep.
It looks like the smaller version of the massive one that Kester either has or had.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, looking towards the cava. Well, you wanted to go to Mordenkainen. I guess you get your wish. How exactly is he waiting for us? How will he meet us?
To be honest, he never explained that much. He just said, I need to bring you guys over.
Well, back when we left him, he said we were welcome anytime. So I assume just going up the mountain would be enough. Back to
Yeah.
that. Well, portal, stone. You know what I mean.
I would also like to point out and brag a little that if you guys had listened to me the first time, things would have been done a little faster. But you know, what do I know?
Maybe. Is there a wine or like a little? Is there somewhere they sell alcohol around?
They're not. They're well, the blue other end. They're just shipments being sent there.
Okay.
And I suppose. Well, oh, sorry.
Oh no, you can go ahead.
I suppose while I was in the crowd trying to blend in, did I catch an eye of Haunt?
You did not know.
Well, I think we should probably head in for the night. Unless. Where is Bennett?
Aren't we to meet Isaac immediately?
Yeah, I was gonna say he just said immediately, right?
Yeah, so let's get Bennett and go before we die.
Well, we saw Isaac heading off down towards the house, right?
He told us to meet him at the gate. He said he had some stuff to do.
He just said he's gonna go pack. Didn't
Yeah.
say anything about rest.
Well, how good are all of you for both a trek up a mountain?
I thought he said to meet him in the morning at the northern
I
gate.
could have sworn he just said immediately.
So
If
remember what
anything-
Isaac said. Did Isaac say immediately?
If anything, let's not
He
risk
said-
it and go. If he's not there, then we come back in the morning.
He said immediately, just so you're aware.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I thought he said.
Oh, okay, okay.
Zion's trying to get us.
Yo, right?
No,
What the
no.
fuck?
I keep on mishearing things. My bad.
Hmm. Ridiculous. Anyways.
Right. Well, I guess
Well,
we can.
did you guys go and get Bennett?
I don't know where he is. He.
Didn't he say
Wait,
he would
Blinsky's
be at the
shop.
toy?
In
Yeah.
front of the toy shop.
Yeah.
That's
He's
what he
still
said
waiting
before
there.
we
We
made
should.
out the.
I tried. I told the burgomaster to meet him there, but he had this speech to make.
Well, then why didn't you go and gather? Well, let's just go and get him.
Yeah.
I just start walking towards Blinsky's toy shop.
I'm sorry. So you're headed towards
Blinsky's shop to pick up Bennett.
Okay. So heading back towards Blinsky's shop, going just around, you note Isaac just kind of walking towards the north as he just stops and looks at you. You could see just a massive bag attached to him, just strapped around his shoulder, just going from the bottom of his hip up. He has just this large kind of buckle he's got strapped to him with this bag on his back. Ah, I'm ready to go. It's been some time since I've left Valaki. I'm not looking forward to crossing that lake. The water is something I do not enjoy. You note Bennett just kind of standing, excuse me, near an alley by Blinsky's toy shop as Isaac just kind of looks on at the shop. Memories.
Bennett.
Bennett just kind of looks up from his hand over to the group. And
I'll just shake my head.
seeing Isaac, Bennett's eyes just like narrow towards the rest of the group as he comes over. 10 seconds, fill me in on everything and who fucked up.
Actually, there isn't really any bad news. Really? We have a
Compared to
time
the situation
extension.
we were in.
Yeah. The only thing is the burgomaster didn't want to talk. He had a speech to give.
And what exactly is going on for Isaac to be going with us? Kind of
Right,
looking over to his bags.
Oh, we're heading to Mordenkainen's.
And
See if we can
he's
do something about the insecurity of the town.
and he's act as a supervisor of sorts.
You note Isaac just kind of looking over at the shop, almost a glint in his eye.
Just seeing the party just reconvene, I'll just step away from the alleyway and just gather back towards them, just slowly trotting.
What happened with Blinsky?
I've been given a time extension until about 24 hours.
And we might be able to buy his life?
Did no one think to tell the burgomaster that Blinsky knew the most about the myths and legends of this place? That so far everything he said about the wizard in the mountains was true? That anything he could know could be helpful?
I never got the chance to talk to the burgomaster. I was too busy. My nerves were racked.
I had no clue.
As I just look out and look down the.
And it never came to mind.
You note Isaac just. If he kills Blinsky, All those stories die with him. Come, let us start our journey. You all look like shit. We might as well spend the night at the inn.
Noting Burrow, or just noting this town, I'm aware if the inn has a bathroom of some sorts, or like an outhouse.
Yes, it does.
Cool. As we head towards the inn, I'll just be sure to head towards the outhouse as I change out of the, blood-soaked clothes with holes, and I'll just put on my spare common clothes.
And I suppose again, just as we walk towards the inn, I just keep an eye out for Haunt.
And I follow behind. But I instead, we're not in yet, so I'll wait.
I'll just follow behind.
Okay, so you all head towards the inn. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Supposed to be happening, or is it just we're waiting?
I believe we were just waiting. Yep.
Yeah, you're just waiting.
Yeah, I figured.
Noting the makeup and just a general night, you note the rain slowly stopping as you get yourselves in front of the inn. The guards just kind of drinking and then looking on. They just kind of wave. Ah, citizens! The ale is fine tonight and the wine's even better. They just kind of chuckle and go back to their rousing. You note the fuck. Huh. Hey Carl, where'd you put your icon? Your token?
No clue. I couldn't see it, so I just refreshed.
That's weird. It disappeared.
It's probably because I refreshed. Sorry about that.
Okay. Well, coming
Is he
back out
under
of
Wolfram?
no, coming out of the outhouse area, you note Khan's clothing being fresh and clean, common wear, but no worse for wear.
And I suppose after
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys like you're just
like
standing
a
outside the inn.
Yeah, I guess we just go head on in, right?
Yep.
I just have
So,
one thing I want to do, and that's it.
and I just keep an eye out for Corwin and seeing the open bar seat. Just take a seat.
Sorry about that.
Which one of you sat down?
I did.
Oh,
You know, Helwood just kind of quickly going up to Corwin and tapping him on the shoulder as he just kind of smiles and turns to her. Turning back towards Lucy, and you note the smile kind of twist a bit. Ah, you lot are back. He just kind of looks around. Mm-hmm. Noting this, Erwin kind of moves back and leaning over, he just kind of nods to Lucian. Listen here, we don't want any trouble, but well, Corwin just kind of
Yeah, I just give kind of a silent nod.
Corwin just kind of moving money towards Erwin. They're with me. Uh, they're gonna probably need a room. Judging by, he just kind of looks on, seeing Yamez and Akeva, Tilgrim at the end. Yeah, been through a shitstorm. It's normal, but, well, I imagine they want to get cleaned up. It's not easy keeping this town safe, Corwin says as he kind of taps the table looking at Erwin. And Erwin just kind of, it's a family thing. Corwin just kind of smiling. When's the last time you even spoke to your father? Family indeed. Oh, with that, you note Erwin just kind of throwing his hands up. Fine, fine. Do what you want. Just no trouble. And with that, what do you all do?
And so kind of like during the Corwin, well, a lot's happened, and tomorrow we're heading out to the north. I figured you'd want a status update.
I really don't. How'd you all make out with those bones and that kid?
The kid I missed. The bone, not the best.
Oh, judging from the guests who were here earlier, I'd say I'm gonna have to make my way up north and see a fish about a lake.
Looking just towards Corin, have you seen Victavio anywhere?
I don't think we'll be seeing much more of him now. But I imagine you'll run into him again shortly. He's probably wrapping something up from the festival.
I've got a few words for him. As I unconsciously turns his back and walks towards the door.
Anyway, I heard from a little bird that you all have gotten yourselves into something a little deeper than helping the young master with his little occult problem. He just kind of looks around the room. What happened?
It got a lot worse. And real quick. We were trying to sneak him in, and then we got caught and everything went to shit. Ended up having going face first into a trap to keep someone from getting torn apart. The rest we know is that they took him to a different plane of reality, somewhere where we can't chase. We're hoping Morning could try to find some kind of temporary solution until we can, well, unfuck or fuck up.
Well, you're talking outside of my pay grade. You're definitely going to want to head up north. Thinking I might, well, hell, when are you leaving?
Morning at 6. Can't spare any more daylight.
Yeah, I might as well join you. In truth, you're going to, you're gonna need, well, not you, but they're gonna need all the assistance they can get. You all really stepped in it. They really weren't supposed to get those bones. Didn't know the first set was in, your friend's arms. Shocked the second set just dropped right into their laps. That puts our plan back a bit. Actually, that moves things forward. I wonder how I'll keep the young master busy. Anyway, I'll be outside the inn 6 a.m. sharp. I'm heading with you to the north. I might as well listen to, you know, the important people. See what they got to say about this.
While we're heading up north, I need to ask you about a few things.
Shoot.
I need you to be honest with me on this one. Alright, as much as you know, I know you were gone from the castle since I was like 7, but I really need you to be clear with everything you say. No cryptic shit, no shit that can get thrown out of the way.
He just kind of looks at you and nods.
First, how long did all this repeat crap go on for? And how did you survive the last loop?
Well, the easiest way to answer that question is to answer it in a... You're not going to like the answer, but I managed to stay through the loops mainly because I'm not here.
You're right about one thing, I don't like the answer.
You'll note that where we're going, you're going to get a lot of answers really quickly. Better to leave most of those for them. Again, the timetable's all sped up, and I'm afraid we don't have much time before things get out of hand.
I know you say Radadine's business a lot, but I know you saw something while you were in the castle. So I'm just gonna ask this once. Why am I here? Because based off of what I heard Gregory say, my presence in this group, in any of this, shouldn't even be a thing.
Yeah, about that. You're kind of, you're not gonna like this answer either. You're kind of a placeholder for someone who can't be here right now. They're kind of busy. You see, normally, the loop always makes the same, I wouldn't say leader, but I'd say same, focused party member. Strahd always brings in adventurers, but there's always one that's the same constantly. But once he figured out how to stop that, and I guess it was that demon he merged or fused with at that point, but he started trying to figure out some other things. All those legends, all that lore, all those old books telling stories about the Eight and Morden Canaan and St. Markovia. He probably wrote them all. Little clues left for people to figure out what's going on here. I myself was young when I figured it out, but once I did, the loop stopped mattering to me. He just kind of looks around the room slowly. All these citizens, all these townsfolks, they don't know what's happening. They live their lives like normal. They live and they die. And then when it loops again, they do it some more. No memories to be had. But once you know, your memories stay. You wake up one morning and things are just back to normal. But that's here. And that's as much as I can tell you about, well, this dream.
Back in the Ember Temple, we met up with Camden. When I tried to ask him about what the dream was, all I got for a response was that whoever was to explain it was still asleep. Got any idea what that can mean?
Yeah. When did you ask them that? Was it before or after the transformation?
Before.
He's awake now. You might as well ask him again.
Kind of leaning back a bit and just turning around. Bennett's just gonna walk towards the door.
With that, does anybody have any other business inside or?
Waving down the waitress. I asked her, excuse me, how much is a bottle of wine?
You know her just kind of looking you up and down. Are you even old enough to buy anything, dearie? Alcohol probably wouldn't suit you.
It's. I'm actually in dire need of one. Yes, I'm quite old enough.
Suit yourself. It's only about a gold or two. For you, though, you seem a little wary. The gold will do. She grabs a bottle of purple grape mash number 9 and slides it towards you. Will you be taking the whole bottle, or should I get you a cup?
I'll be taking the old bottle. It's and just sliding. You said 1 gold, right?
Indeed, I did.
Sliding 2 gold. It's much appreciated, and you can keep the tip, I guess.
She just kind of smiles at you.
With that, I will, with the bottle in hand, I'll begin making my way upstairs. And stopping seeing Khan, glancing at him, but and going up to him. Khan, I know you probably don't want to even look at me right now, but I just want to apologize what happened back there.
Save your breath, Pilgrim. I was more than prepared to die, but what those assassins did. My anger's not with you, but with them. I just need some time. Time to think.
I understand. In that, I wish you a good night then. And I'll just start heading towards the bedroom.
Okay. This leaves us, Jotun and Yamas in the bar. Anything you guys want to do, or are you headed up with them?
Yeah, I'll also take my leave.
You know, Corwin just kind of following suit slowly with Helwa in arm, as Isaac just kind of
Yeah, I'll just head to bed. We'll head up to the room, I should say.
and Kester is going to.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna start heading over after just like kind of snapping out of a thought that I was having.
Cool. So in the interest of time, then we're gonna move back out, and we're gonna long rest.
Yeah, as you know, like first hour of that, I'm just sipping wine, melancholic and whatnot, until I fall asleep. Long rest, right? Long rest.
Before
You
we
know,
go to
yeah, I was gonna say, go ahead.
before we go to bed, you just hear Yamas playing a requiem for Wolfram, who tragically died.
You note that Isaac takes a room off on his own, and Helwa and Corwin seem to slip into another room.
I'm gonna going into the bag of holding. I'll take out the egg of the saint and I'll just hold it next to my ear. What What exactly do I hear it whisper? Or do I hear anything from it?
You do. As you hold it close from the corner of your eye, you can almost see um, the lips move on it. You just hear it say, "A saint who is truly good will kill himself time and time again to save the people. Only those who are willing to sacrifice themselves should unlock the door." With that, you can see the eye just kind of blink. Its red iris just kind of staring at you. Hooray!
Uh, in the meantime, oh, ew.
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's
In
not
the
a
meantime, how
No,
many
it's
rooms?
not. Get cultured.
yeah, right?
It's
Like,
How many rooms
not.
does the party
Yo,
have
Uh,
right
get
now?
get cultured, dog. I
no,
don't know what to
Uncultured
tell you.
swine.
Well, actually, it could be old school.
But the
No, that
lips.
was that's not, no,
The
it's
Yeah,
cool.
lips.
homie, it
Con,
is
what were you
not
saying?
Yu-Gi-Oh, dog. Get
Yeah.
cultured.
Okay. Yeah. Come
I
on.
was wondering how many rooms. Like, is the party in just one giant room, or
Party's in one room. Helwa and Corwin are in another room, and Isaac is in the third room.
okay? As the party just goes to sleep, I'll just hear Khan just say, "When we arrive to the tower, I have something to share with you all regarding the Factor and her plans. But for right now, I'm too hazed for all of this." And you just see Khan just fall back on his, or just fall flat on his back.
And like, and Lucian just like before we go to sleep, he just spends like 4 hours at like that desk. I was hoping to find Haunt, but time's wasting. As I just spend time fixing the
I'm gonna assume he meant gun before he cut out.
Yeah, you can't cut about the
oh, I
flex,
cut out.
bro.
I
Yeah.
spend I spend about 4 hours kind of fidgeting and fixing the gun, and then I'll trance the final four.
All right. Does anybody have anything else they want to do before resting? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay. What's up? Let me know now.
You can go first.
I was just gonna say I'd like to take off my disguise.
Oh right. Right. Prestidigitation to clean me up. Boom. That's it.
So
Well,
okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh my bad. Just really quick. Thing as what Gregory did to Khan is just I'm guessing faded off by now. Just kind of trying to gather my thoughts. Do I still just hear multiple voices or the intent to kill? Or is
You
that
don't know.
okay? With that, I'll just trance.
With that, I am going to apply some things for your dauntless ability to not make me slam my head into a wall. Akeva has gained a level. You're now level 6.
Let's go.
For going through the near impossible and coming out the other side, still willing to help the party. Khan is now level 7. Uh, what do we got? For your quick insights and supporting every single person on this party. Yamaz is level 6. And for her stellar performance in convincing her family not to derangedly derail themselves, Togrim is now level 8. And do all that stuff at a different time. And what else do I have? I don't have a goddamn other thing. Okay, cool. With that being said, the rain ceases and morning comes. Noting that everyone is very much ready to just kind of.
Should I roll now or later?
Nah, you can roll later for next session. Noting everyone just kind of rising up, Corwin, Helwa, and Isaac prepared with horses just kind of waiting for you next to the inn. You note the carriage or wagon and your horse has been seemingly prepped and ready to go. Noting that you see a familiar face standing next to Corwin, just kind of looking around. As she sees you, she just kind of rolls her eyes a bit. Well, I guess this is it. You note this to be Lucinda. Our paths finally crossed to the point where we have to be involved. Hello, whatever you call yourselves. I did not want to, but I made a coin or two eavesdropping. She just kind of looks towards Corwin as he just kind of nods. I'm stuck here. I want to figure out how to leave. You're stuck here. Well, not all of you, but the ones who know what's up. I'm just trying to get out of this place. I got some stuff to do back in Weatherdeep, and I've been assured that this is the right direction, so here I am.
Wait, you're from there too?
She just kind of nods. Born and raised in the dock ward, running around and making sure the force gray doesn't come down my throat. Used to be a member of a thieves guild over there, actually, but I imagine that's a mess by now. All this because I was doing someone a favor.
And well, I worked by the Crafters Guilds. Well, not so important now.
He just kind of nods. Yeah, we'll do enough catching up later. Anyway, I'm done talking. We should probably go. He's waiting. You note Corin just kind of nodding. So, why is this guy coming with us? He points towards Isaac, who's just kind of sitting there clutching his large bag and looking around.
I just turned back to Tilgrim. Ida could be able to explain best.
Sorry, what happened? I have no excuse. Isaac is looking at us, waiting for us to start walking towards the tower to the north of us, correct?
At no point is any of that correct.
Oh.
Yeah, Corin was just wondering why Isaac is with them.
Oh, okay. He's acting as our supervisor of sorts. To the burgomaster doesn't really have faith in us.
I could see that. Oh well, whatever it is, you're on your own, kid. Also, what's with the bag? Isaac just kind of clutching it. They are important to me. I'll keep this close. And don't worry about me, he says, kind of clenching his claw.
Leave a bit of strawberry in this terrarium.
Yeah, we could leave a bit of strawberry in the terrarium.
Oh.
Yeah, Isaac says as he clenches his fist, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, with that, what does your party do?
I suppose. Well, Castor, do you want to drive, or as I just prepare to get up to the cart?
Yeah, sure, I'll drive.
You note the rest mounting horses and just kind of like looking back at you, noting the surroundings, just kind of clearing a path. Corwin just kind of nods. I'm gonna go ahead. There's some things I'll need to do. How will watch your front? Isaac can watch your back. Not much here between the lake. You're gonna have to go around the eastern edge, but you know the drill. He nods towards Castor and just kind of rides off. Are you headed straight there?
Yeah.
Yup.
Oakley dokley. Wee, 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 wee. Holy shit. I didn't think this would be a thing for a little bit. Wee. As you leave Valakai, you head around the shore of the lake, spending about an hour and a half traveling and traversing up a mountain. You reach the top of Mount Baratok, the summit at least. You note the same runes from before, the same crackling of lightning, much more peaceful. They're just kind of standing as you approach. Is a horse kind of tied to one of the lightning spires. You can tell it was Corwin's horse, but no sign of Corwin. Instead, you note a familiar bald mage kind of standing there rubbing his hands together. Yes, yes, yes. Finally. Finally. Come all. I've been waiting. Now, where's that silly girl of mine? He kind of begins to look around for Akeva as you all slowly
Yeah, I just kind of jump out the carriage.
mhm.
Step out the carriage.
Same here.
Just
Kind of.
Noting that Morden Cannon just kind of smiles at you, grinning ear to ear. You've come at last. You've come to see what I've what I've been working on. Of course, the great Morden Canaan. There's many things to show. There are many things to show. You can see him just like staring at you. Yes, yes. Come. You know the large purple just wall behind him starting to shimmer. Step through. You ran off last time before I can show you what I've been working on, but I did say I would expend some hospitality to you next time I saw you. Akeva, we'll speak later, but for now, come in. Corwin and the others are already here.
already.
He just nods. Why, yes, and he could go ahead of you. And the others, well, oh, they already know my magic, so they don't have to travel too far.
Well, shall we? As I just kind of step forward towards the shimmer.
I'm gonna guide the cart and the horse to something and walk through the portal. Oh,
Same as
tying him
well.
around, obviously.
Before walking through the portal, just listening around, can you just denote the surroundings? Are there any wildlife nearby? Can I hear any sounds of wildlife, birds chirping, any of the sorts?
At the top of the mountain you're at, no, you can
Oh,
only hear a strange crackling in the sky.
with that, I would just walk through the portal.
Okay. Can I assume everyone walks through the portal?
Yes.
Yeah. A lemon bag.
You can just follow along as a ghost, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Was it? Okay. Okay. And with that, yeah. As you step through, you note you find yourself, you just kind of hear just a glistening in the background, just the sound of birds chirping and a quiet wind rustling. Noting your surroundings, Morton Kanan just kind of throws his arms open. Allow me to welcome you. To my magnificent mansion. Now, the full tour will have to wait for later. The others are waiting, of course. It is quite large, easy to get lost. I wouldn't run around here without letting me know where you're going, mainly because some things might kill you. I haven't worked out all the kinks yet. The second floor is even lovelier. It's not done yet. I wouldn't suggest going up there anytime soon. You'd walk into an interplanetary dimensional gateway, and there's no coming back from that. However, the meeting room and, well, a little gift for you I have. They have. We have. It's all waiting. So, without further ado, come, come, come. Welcome, welcome. Do watch your step, please. Main room. Note the chandelier. It's a fine breeding. It seems like I'm walking on it, but that's mainly because the mapping system is all strange. Anyway, don't touch anything, you rabble. Now, Akeva, you were supposed to have them here days ago. What happened? What went wrong? Why haven't I been showering anybody with gifts this whole time?
You would not believe the luck we've had.
Luck, eh? Mm. Well, my friends, well, yes. Come, come. Let's uh, not stand on ceremony. With that, he just kind of stops himself in front of a door and kind of just centers himself in front of it. Just kind of turning to you and keeping his hands on the door, he just kind of looks over